Planning a wedding abroad, especially in a country like Portugal, with its rich and historical backdrop, is an adventure of its own. When I started envisioning a wedding there, I pictured ancient stone churches perched atop hills, overlooking sun-dappled landscapes, each with walls that seemed to echo centuries of love, stories, vows, and memories. But the journey from dream to reality, that's something no brochure or wedding vlog could quite capture. First, there's the challenge of finding the church. You would think that with Portugal's abundance of breathtaking chapels and cathedrals, this part would be straightforward. But the search quickly became a blend of detective work, Google Translate sessions, and more than a few emails. Some churches are grand, while others are quiet and rustic, nestled in the small villages rich with simplicity and charm. It was about more than just aesthetics, though. Each church carries its own rules and traditions, some willing to host foreign weddings, others not, and each with its own unique requirements for making a ceremony happen. Then there's the legal side, which can be a bit of a maze. Marrying abroad, especially if you're not familiar with the language or the legalities, requires patience. For Portugal, there's a paperwork checklist: birth certificates, passports, certificates of non impediment, and sometimes additional documents like proof of residency or a declaration from a local notary. All of this needs to be translated to Portuguese and notarized, which might sound easy enough, but it's amazing how much of a challenge it can be when coordinating multiple offices from different countries. I'd heard stories of couples spending hours just tracking down a single document, or discovering they missed a critical step only days before their ceremony. And then, there's the religious protocol. If you're choosing a Catholic church, many Catholic churches in Portugal require proof of baptism and confirmation, alongside letters from your home parish granting permission to wed in Portugal. Some priests ask to meet the couple, to get a sense of who you are and ensure your intentions align with the sacrament's sacred nature. They may even recommend marriage preparation classes, either in your home country or in Portugal. But then, amidst all the forms and logistics, you catch a glimpse of your chosen church, standing majestic in a way that feels like it was meant to be. Like it's already embraced your story before you even set foot inside. In the end, it's more than just planning a wedding abroad. It's building a relationship with a place, a community, and a tradition far from home. It's exhilarating, exhausting, and yet completely worth it. Because on that day, when you finally stand in front of your love in this timeless space, it all feels like magic.
Patience of churches?
Okay, we're looking for churches like we discussed. This is option uno.
Uno. I
Out
feel
of
like
two.
it's Uno and only, but we'll see.
Okay. I don't know what town we're at. I just drove.
What the hell was I gonna do? Oh.
Oh, bella, preciosa. Ah, chula. Ese colito tan lindo.
Let's go!
Planning the wedding near Stephanie's hometown, Marinha Grande, introduced a new layer of considerations. We wanted something beautiful and meaningful, but accessible for our families, who would be traveling from different places. This meant finding somewhere relatively close, where family could stay nearby and not have to travel too far on the wedding day itself. After some searching and touring several churches, we eventually landed on Akubas Monastery. It's an incredible, awe-inspiring location with a history that seemed to mirror the timelessness we wanted to celebrate in our marriage. Alcobaça isn't just a place of beauty, though it certainly has that, with its Gothic architecture and high vaulted ceilings that seem to touch the sky. It's also a place that felt logistically perfect, close enough to Marinha Grande for Stephanie's family to feel at home, and convenient enough for our loved ones to travel to. In the end, Alcobaça was the perfect choice. Alcubasa Monastery. Even saying the name feels like conjuring an ancient memory. A place where time and history intermingle in stone and silence. It's one of those rare places where the moment you step inside, you feel a hush settle around you, as if the centuries themselves are holding their breath. Founded in the 12th century by King Afonso Henriques, it stands as Portugal's first Gothic building, a World Heritage Site, and perhaps most fascinating, a monument to one of history's most enduring love stories, that of the King Pedro I and Inés de Castro. This place is a masterpiece of Gothic architecture, with tall sweeping arches and a sense of austerity that somehow manages to be both humbling and awe-inspiring. As you walk through the nave, sunlight trickles in from heightened windows, casting a golden light that dances along the stone, and in that quiet light you come upon the tombs of Pedro and Inés, facing one another so they may look upon each other for eternity. A testament to a love so strong that it defied even death. It's hard to ignore that legacy, that sense of passion and tragedy that lingers in the air of Akubasa. It's as if their story lives in the walls, blessing all who choose to wed there with a reminder of the strength and beauty of true devotion. And then there's the town of Akubasa itself, which feels like a hidden gem. It's charming, warm, and alive with a gentle hum of daily life that's both modern and timeless. The town's heart is undeniably the monastery, but as you wander through the streets, you may get to know Akubasa in a new way. Locals welcome you with a genuine kindness, as if they're used to sharing this extraordinary home but never tired of it. Cafes line the main square and terraces that overlook the monastery, offering the perfect spot to take in the grandeur over a cup of coffee and a pastel de nata. Akubasa is known for its traditional sweets. They are a delicacy as rich as the history represents. And the slower pace of life in the town invites you to savor not just the food, but the culture itself, with its blend of simplicity and richness, much like the monastery's architecture. The markets brim with fresh produce and local crafts, and small shops sell handmade ceramics that have been made for generations. Choosing Alcabasa as our wedding venue felt like embracing not just a location, but a story, a legacy of love that has endured through centuries. This monastery, with its silent ancient witness to devotion, and the town with its warm and timeless character, have made the choice feel like destiny itself.
What do you guys think?
Ta-da!
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think we got a winner. Fuck what everyone else says.
Yeah, I really like that. You know, just having like this on the side, it just adds a little, I don't know. I think it's really nice. What do you think?
I think we found it. It's only option one, but I think we found it.
It was it. Done.
Yep.
Tune in next week.